Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be playing Historic Elves on MTGA Arena, just to do some ladder climb. Um, this particular deck, and for instance, I've done a couple things with it here and there. I think it's very well positioned to do a ladder climb. Now this is all before Strixhaven comes out, obviously, but I've had a lot of success with it. We're going to be mixing some things around and see where it goes. Yeah, we can keep this. Opponent mulligan down to 5, which is very good for us. Gonna play that tapped. Do you have a sensor? Okay, so we are playing a flash deck. Alright. Be able to outrace our opponent. They're playing mono blue tempo. Alright. We're gonna block with our token. Play Imperious Perfect. Sure. And pass the turn. Block with our token. That way they can't generate any more card advantage. We will take Realm Walker. We will tap our untapped creature. Attack with these 3. They go. Opponent had a really rough hand. They mulligan down to 5, but you know, Not going to complain too much about it. I'm playing around with this card in particular. I'm still not completely sure about it, but I don't think. Okay. So there's a high probability that they will be bringing pages. This. We will go down. Both of these are going to be really strong matchups since they don't multiple creatures. You can go down a Dwynen's Elite and a Archdruid. I think that'll be fine. Great hand. We will keep it. Opponent has mulliganed again already. Let's go ahead and Thoughtseize. Okay, so they have a Seed Dasher Octopus, Selective Snare, Brazen Borrower. So this is going to be their only real way they can draw any cards with their current hand. Not so worried about this. We can we can get rid of the Sea Dasher Octopus. I don't want to give them any other way to really draw into whatever it is that they want to draw into. And we will start with an Elvish War Master. Flash in their Cutthroat. Now, main phase, or at my upkeep, return the War Master to my hand. Sure. Okay. So we have a couple of moves that we can do here. We can go ahead and Crippling Fear, which I think may be a better option. Sure. We will take the 4. It's not a big deal. Play another Elvish War Master, trying to bait out a counter. Sure. Hiding our real payoff. Pass the turn. We will block with our token. We have plenty of mana to pay for. Good game, opponent. All right. So game one, we are looking really strong. Take that. Always good to start the day off with a win. And we will move on to game two. Hope those of you that are watching today are having a great day so far. Whether it be on Twitch or on YouTube. Anyone that is viewing, I do appreciate your time to check out some gameplay, have a little bit of fun with me. Okay, so opponent is playing Luris, so more than likely Auras, so we will make sure that we move quickly. Oh, it's rogues. Okay. Double Ruin Crab. Okay. Well, since they started off leaving a black source open, we should be able to get something in. Ugh, that was rough. Okay. Position is looking better. I'm gonna go ahead and play the Jaspara Sentinel here. Also going to offer a trade. No? Regular block, okay. That's fine. Going to be a painful one. Not a bad draw at all. Okay, so let's start off with the Elvish Warmaster. No counters. So that makes me want to do this. Let's offer up a trade. No trade still. Opponent really wants to keep their Thieves Guild Enforcer alive. We will swing with the dudes. And play another one. Opponent's looking for an answer. Draw another crap. Okay. Still not going to be enough. But opponent is going to try, though. Got a little bit too aggro for him, and that's okay. That works out for us. So, I believe the Sacred Sanctuaries will be important here, along with Crippling Fear. So much thinking Thoughtseize up could be pertinent, but I mean, let's go ahead and trim down some of our spells. They did see Collected Company, so we could play around that. They could play Cage. I'm sure they are playing Cage in the sideboard. Is there a way we can Thoughtseize? I think there is. This? I think the Thoughtseize. I don't really want to go down any. Try it like this. We won while opponent was on the plate. Very important. In this particular matchup. I think we can do better. Really slow hand. Okay, I can deal with this hand. Put a forest on the bottom. Sure. So they have a bunch of removal, which is great for us, and a Soaring Thought Thief. I think we'll go ahead and get rid of the Soaring Thought Thief for now. They will be able to mill us for quite a bit, but that's fine. That was brutal. Go player. Sacred Sanctuary. Essentially just that we get to draw a card every time they destroy a creature. Okay, they have another Ruin Crab. Really needed that land. And that land. Draw out a bit of removal. That is not what we did there. Okay, they return the rest of their hand. nothing else. I need them to play Lurrus. Once they play Lurrus, we will be in a fantastic sure. Counter number one. Take the Allosaurus Shepherd, please. There they go, milling some more. Fine. Okay. Gonna be a good hand turn for us. Only we had another black sword. Should have put that on black. Okay, we really need another black sword. No black sources yet. Two. Really need to draw it right here. If we can draw it right here, we will win. Go ahead and attack. Another crippling fear without a black sword. Hurt a little bit. You're not in a good position anymore. If we can draw a black source, we can win. But if they just have another land in hand, they win. Which Sure, they can draw another land right now. I messed up. I should have played this on black. We could have easily had this game won. Yep, and that's it. That was a misplay on my part. We should have had that game won. Okay, that's fine. So the Skimfire Avengers, I'm not too... All my collected companies back. And go down... I want this other Thoughtseize. Realm Walker. One of each of them. Try it like that. I would like to play first. We'll keep it. A little bit land heavy, but we have the answer that we need. Opponent has been able to double crab us both games. Sure. Get rid of the drown on the log. Force some removal on their turn. Really nothing. Our main phase collected company. I like that. So now the Fable Passage. Kill some things. 2 more black sources. Two collected companies and another black source. Oh, we need another black source. Sure. Attack with the Dwynen's Elite. If we can just draw a black sword. You know, I keep saying that over and over and over again. Life would be great. That is not a black source. We're gonna jam it. No counters. Okay. Okay, now we're doing good. Amazing what that second black source can do. And good game. Okay. Right now we are 2-0 with good old elves. And I will be right back. Okay. And I'm back. Sorry for the brief moment. But let's move on to game 3. Yes, I would like to play first. Pretty good hand. I'd like to keep it. Okay, we are playing against some magic cards. Okay, playing against ramp deck of sorts. So let's go ahead and get Elvish Archdruid out. Try and kill them dead as quickly as possible. Buddy. Ritual of Soot. Main deck. Okay. Maelstrom pull. Alright. So let's keep applying some pressure. They have to have another board wipe now. Or at least another bit of removal, which I'm sure they do. Yep, right there. Let's start with Realm Walker, naming Elf. And those will attack that. And pass turn. Game opponent. So we are playing against an Abzan build of sorts. So the Shaper Sanctuaries will be good. Collected Companies out. Thoughtseize will be good. The Reclamation Stages also. I'd much rather have the Sages in with the Collected Company. Go down the perfect Clan Caller and Archer. Try it like that. We'll have to mulligan that, but this one's not that bad. Go down just Spara Sentinel. There's the cage. That will do opponent no good. Take a peek. Take my Abomination. Play the Clan Caller. And play a Thoughtseize of our own. We will take their thoughts. Kind of unfortunate that their other card was a land. Attack for 3. Get our Clan Caller out. Or War Master out. Attack for another 3. Sure they have some removal. Sure. We will play our Realm Walker named Elf. Sure. They explore. Okay. And opponent conceded. We are now 3-0 with some Golgari Elves. I most certainly did have fun in this match. That game was also a really good example of knowing cards that are sideboarded against you. Also, I knew they would be playing Gravedigger's Cage in the board, so I sided out my Collected Companies and brought in more options that would be more advantageous to us, knowing that they would bring in their Collected or their Gravediggers. They play their Gravedigger's Cage on 1. It was a wasted turn 1 and a wasted card to bring into their sideboard. So always kind of keep those things in mind when playing and deck building, especially when playing a Collected Company deck. If you have a bunch of creatures and you're playing a control matchup, more than likely they're going to be bringing in some cages. So just kind of keep that in mind, you know, kind of gauge your opponent as well. We are playing against a Yorion deck, so we will need to be aggressive. And this is a perfect hand to be aggressive with. Have a perfect curve. Turn 1 play, which is unfortunate, but it's okay. Opponent ramping. Sure. Yeah, perfect fixing. 4-color Yorion. Sure. Main deck or main phase eliminate. Perfect. Sure do appreciates it. I'm gonna go ahead and play the Arc Druid here because I want to be able to collect a company next turn if I am allowed to. Gargaroth, okay. Fine. Opponent will draw a card. They made a beast. Sure. Ugh. Super bad. That face Hedron. Opponent is looking for a board wipe, which I'm sure they have plenty of. A Heartless Act, targeting the Elvish Arc Druid, I'm sure. Oh no, they had the board wipe in hand. And this game's over. Unfortunate. But that's the game. Go ahead and take our collector out, our Thoughtseize in. In our Shaper's Sanctuary. To have a lot of main deck. We will go down my typical cuts. Try it like that. Opponent is taking their time. Okay, and here we go. This would be a great hand if we had something else, but I think we can do better. And we did. So turn 1 Thoughtseize, turn 2 Shaper's Sanctuary, and we will just go from there. there's the cage. There's the Binding of the Old Gods. Double Omen of the Sea. We're not really going to get around that. I'm not worried about the cage. But I am worried about the Liliana and the Binding of the Old Gods. With Binding of the Old Gods, it should trigger Shaper Sanctuary, so I think Liliana would be the more important threat to. Yep. Enable Shaper Sanctuary. They can destroy that with Binding of the Old Gods, which will be fine. I'm not worried about that at all. So we can just spar a Sentinel here, and they may Omen of the Sea. Response. Not. Double bottom. That works out for us. So we're going to have to start hitting them pretty hard soon. A Lord would be great. Okay. And there's our Lord. So we can Abomination now, attack for 4. Take them down to 14. Next turn. 10, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13 damage. May not be enough. Or we can hit them for 4, 6, put them on a 3-turn clock. It's a 3-turn clock no matter. Two-turn clock rather. They'll choose odd. So not terrible. We can keep applying the pressure. Hit them for 5 damage. This. Tap land from opponent. What do they target? Shaper Sanctuary? We will play another Shaper Sanctuary. Land of War Elves. Hit for another 3. Play Yorion. Okay. Fine. Two top. Have to do something quick, or else we will lose this game. Finding of the Old Gods #2 to remove the other Shaper's Sanctuary. Sure. Let's attack. And let's see what they get out here. I'm pretty sure this is game. They must have just drawn that, or else they wouldn't have. Okay, so that's really the only option we have. Swing for 10 here. $12. Take them up to 6. We're close on winning. If they attack, they choose to gain 3 life, and then when they block, they'll... I think this may be out of our reach. Opponent is digging or something. I don't know why they're digging too hard. Okay, so they're just going to choose to attack and gain 3 life. No blocks. I don't think that's going to cut it. And that's game. No sense in trying to deal with this board. No way. Oh well, we tried. That's all that you can do in these situations. So right now we are 3-1 with Elves. We will try one more game for a 5-game series and see how that takes us. It was a really rough matchup for us anyway. Line play, okay. Like to play first. Not a terrible hand, but it is a slow hand. No companion. Be a very explosive hand though. With the right cards drawn. We'll keep it. It's a little bit of a risk, but I think this can be a very explosive hand. Sure. Okay. So I'm really liking Elvish Archdruid right here. Get a little bit more ramp going. We draw an untapped land, we can just simply play Realm Walker. Okay. Petty Theft. Let's just play the Realm Walker. Name Elf. Swing for 2. Pass turn. Okay. Let's play the Imperious Perfect first. See where that takes us. And let's swing for a buttload of damage. Opponent can block and draw a card. Chose not to. Instead, they'll keep Spectral Sailor alive. Okay. So, blue-black flash. So, blue-black tempo. Fine. Play our elf off the top of our library. Throw out the Archdruid. Where that takes us. I'm assuming this is going to get countered. No. Okay. Maybe counter now. No. Okay. That just makes me want to swing in with everything. Yeah, we'll swing in with everything. Sure. Sure. Opponent's deciding whether or not they want to kill the Arc Druid now or later. Okay. So we will play our Forest, play our Elf, play Arc Druid number 2, and attack with the team. Hey, babe. The opponent choosing to turn that to my hand, that way I couldn't draw a card. Still game. Okay, so Sanctuaries will be coming in along with Crippling Fear. Once again, I'm sure they will be bringing in Grafdigger's Cages, so the Collected Company. Really want to bring in these Thought Seizes. Is it worth it? I'm going to remove this card from the sideboard. It's not really doing me anything. Bring in the Thought Seizes. We are on the play. That's fine. We'll go down a Arc Druid, Clan Collar, in a go down one Realm Walker and a Abomination. Oh, we don't. We need, and we will try it like that. Okay. Wow. So this is one of those hands that you definitely want to mulligan no matter what. We need a mulligan. We can't go down. We'll try this. Go down a forest and a blooming marsh. Try it like that. That Hedron. Show our emotions. And an Allosaurus Shepherd. That way they cannot counter our green spells. They can still counter the Skimfar, but that's okay. Opting. So let's go ahead and Thoughtseize just to see what we're working with. So we definitely don't want to deal with the Liliana. The others are fine. Offer up a trade. No trade. Sure. Put up Shaper's Sanctuary first. Fantastic. Now we put out our Skimfar. No attacks. Pass turn. Sure. Cannot block. Attack with the Skimfar. They can. They just take it. Okay. This is becoming more difficult. Deal with. Drawing all of our lands for days. Attack with the Skimfar again. That's unfortunate. Now they can just bounce Skimfar back to our hand. Or just be able to block. Good draw though. We have another Skimfar. I think we can actually take this. We cannot take any more though. We have one card in hand. Opponent needs to be careful. We will block that. And we will Crippling Fear to remove the flyer. Four. And that's okay. You know, these things happen. Just move on to game 3. We did mull down to a game hand of 5. So, thinking the collected companies need to come back in. Go down the Realm Walker General. Crippling Fear, I think, will be great. Herald. Go down a Shaper Sanctuary and a Thoughtseize. We have 20. Still fine. Try it like this. Yeah, bud. Cat is yelling at me. And is too slow. We can do better. Much better. This and go down Atlanta War Elves. We will shock that and play Jaspara. We'll probably take the Allosaurus Shep. No, they took the Skimfar. Okay, that's fine too. And we have played our whole hand out, which doesn't really bode very good for us in this particular matchup. Keep doing our damage is the most that we can do. We will take what we can get. Nothing? Okay. So we will play Atlanta War Elves. We will attack. Okay. And pass the turn. And we will pass Witch's Vengeance. Yep, that was really rough. We will just continue to play. Hope for the best. We are top decking at this point, which is not good at all, but Shaper Sanctuary out. Should be able to climb back. We will get rid of that Witch's Vengeance very quickly. Opponent just has lands, which is very beneficial for us. Land Caller. They don't have anything that I'm scared of. Sure. Okay, you draw a card. We'll draw another card. Play our War Master and pass. We're still in a very good position. Opponent has one card in hand. It's an opt. They top it, so it's probably some kind of removal. Okay, Sea Dasher Octopus. They're looking for removal, but I think they might have just killed themselves. They have to block the War Master. Opponent is top decking like a madman. Need them to calm down. Drawing, they are looking for an answer. That's game. Okay. So today we went 4-1 with Golgari Elves on the ladder climb. Granted, we are in Platinum, so you're expected to play, those types of games. But overall, I think the deck performed really effectively. We played against two Flash decks overall. Our only loss was to Sultai Control, and that Sultai Yorion to be exact. And that was because they were able to do their game plan in both games to the letter, and they played it very effectively. And we just couldn't do anything about it. You know, they had main deck board wipes, but it was great overall. So if anyone is interested, this is the deck right here. I'll pull it up for anyone to view. We have 2 Allosaurus Shepherds, 3 Jaspara Sentinels, 4 Llanowar Elves, 2 Skemfar Avengers, 4 Dwynen's Elite, 4 Clan Callers, and so on and so forth. You can read. There's not really any reason to explain. The 2 additions in here that I think are interesting for a lot of people are the Herald, King of Skemfar, and the Abomination of Llanowar. Very effective cards. They both have menace and they do something. Abomination of Llanowar, it's super strong. You know, it's a lord. It's a an avatar essentially that gets buffed up with creatures on the battlefield and in my graveyard. Super strong, and the vigilance also. Herald is sort of like a mini collected company, except just not as good. It just puts the card into your hand, which is still very effective overall. It's just another way to churn through our library. And for the sideboard, we're just going to ignore the icon of Ancestry because it was completely useless in our game. And I would recommend something else. It really just depends on what you're needing. Personally, I'm thinking something along the lines. Not sure. We'll have to figure that part out. But for control matchups specifically, maybe noxious grass, but that doesn't really do a whole lot overall. We're probably gonna go up a Force Shaper's Sanctuary actually at some point. I think another Reclamation Sage would be fine. But regardless, I hope all of you enjoyed the video, and I will hopefully see you all in stream. Have a nice conversation with you over YouTube. Thanks again.